What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with Let's Get Into the Blogs. This is not Let's Get Into the Blogs. This is They Cutting the Food, you guys. So, I don't know what number this is for They Cutting the Food, but whatever it is, it'll be correct on this in the title. So I feel like this is gonna be only one story that we talk about in They Cutting the Food this week. And before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about what they tripping about this week, shall we? All right, you guys. Now, y'all know with They Cutting the Food, I typically try to keep this under 30 minutes. And I was thinking about doing two stories in this one, but I honestly feel like it's just going to be one story because this one story is going to be a whole hell of a lot. So let's get into it. So this is going to be me talking about Nicki Minaj and her latest rant that she had on social media. I don't understand what's going on with Nicki Minaj. I really want to understand what's going on with her. So this comes to us from USA Today. And the title of this article says, Nicki Minaj taunts Megan Thee Stallion after judge allows Roc Nation lawsuit to proceed. So it says here, Nicki Minaj has been known to hold a grudge, and this time is no different. The Grammy-nominated rapper went off on former collaborator and foe Megan Thee Stallion after a judge denied a motion to dismiss a lawsuit against the Savage rapper and her management, Jay-Z's entertainment company, Roc Nation. Now, it says, what's the name of the law again? Karma's law. Touch not my anointed law. Vengeance is the Lord's law, Minaj wrote on Instagram July 8th in reaction to the, oh my God. Ma'am. Nicki, let me ask you a question. So, because I'm going to read this. This is a quote from her. It says, what was the name of that law again? Karma's law, question mark. Touch not my anointed law, question mark. Vengeance is the Lord's law. You cannot seriously tell me that you are still pressed about that girl saying Megan's Law in that song. That shit came out last year, ma'am. Why are you still pressed about that shit? But okay, whatever. Because it's talking about the song Kiss. Because it says here, the caption is in reference to Megan's 2024 diss track, Hiss, against the Queen's New York rapper, in which the Houston native raps that people don't be mad at Megan, but they're mad at Megan's Law. Ma'am, 2024, you came out with Bigfoot after that. So what are you upset about? Like, I'm so confused. She put out Hiss. You came out with Bigfoot. Bigfoot didn't, I don't know what numbers Bigfoot did. I never even listened to Bigfoot, so I can't even say what if Bigfoot was good or not. I didn't listen to it, but why are you still pressed about something that happened a year ago? Please go touch some damn grass. Oh my God, go touch some grass. Go touch some grass. And so this, I'm gonna keep reading this, but it says, for background, Megan's Law is a federal law that requires registered sex offenders to provide personal information to local law enforcement agencies. Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, and her brother, Jelani Mirage, are both registered sex offenders. However, Megan Thee Stallion didn't mention Minaj or her family on the track. And this is a quote. It says, quote, we give God the glory, and he's only just begun, Minaj continued. Have a blessed day if you can, LOL. The blog's posting lies. Thank you. More money from me. We're working. Trust. Okay, ma'am. Okay. I still just can't understand why you still so butthurt and so pressed about something that happened a year ago. And again, like I said, you made Bigfoot. Bigfoot was your way to address her. So, and I'm just asking this question out of curiosity. Like, was Bigfoot a hit? Again, like I said before, I did not listen to Bigfoot, so I can't say if Bigfoot was a hit or if it wasn't a hit. But I mean, she made his. You made Bigfoot. I thought this, I mean, I know it's not done, but I just don't see how this has anything to do with you at this point. Like, okay, what they were asking for got dismissed. What does that have to do with you? Then on top of that, this woman goes one step further and she shifted from Megan to Jay-Z. So now Nicki Minaj, this is coming to us from Vibe magazine. So it says Nicki Minaj is escalating her public feud with Jay-Z as she has now made a claim that he owes her up to $200 million tied to her equity in Tidal. Minaj, who was one of 15 artists gifted a 3% stake in a streaming service at its 2015 launch, said she was offered only $1 million for her share after the company was sold to Jack Dorsey Square for, wow, $302 million? Wow, that's a lot of money. So she says, in quote, "We've calculated about 100 to 200 million so far. Jay-Z called me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest," quote, end quote. She wrote this on X, adding that despite the financial dispute, "You still in my top 5 though." Oh my God. The global icon also referenced her philanthropic goals, stating that any money recouped would help fund her hashtag Student of the Game initiative designed to cover tuition and student loans for fans. I mean, I guess that's cute and cool, but here's my question for you, ma'am. If he owes you, because you said, I'm going to read it again for you guys, we've calculated about 100 to 200 million. Here's my question for you. If Jay-Z owes you this amount of money, why haven't you taken him to court? Or why haven't you sued him? Like, if somebody owes me that amount of money, I'm not going to get on social media and rant and rave about how much this person owes me. I'm going to actually go the legal route and say, okay, motherfucker, you can see me in court and give me my money. But no, you are doing everything and it's like you're doing everything in the court of public opinion. And for me, I'm not getting why we're doing this. And also, from what I remember about her and Drake's catalog, didn't Wayne sell that shit to him for 100 million? 100 million or something like that? 100,000, something like somewhere in that range. Wayne sold you and Drake's catalog to Jay-Z. You might want to go talk to Lil Wayne about this shit and not Jay-Z. It's just weird to me. Like, I ain't heard nothing. The last thing I've heard about Nicki was, she did her Pink Friday tour. She had her Pink Friday 2 album. And after that, she's been pretty quiet. But going back to Megan Thee Stallion real quick, I'm still gonna ask the question. Both of y'all, like, and this is something that I want to talk about too. Like, it's the stands. I don't get the stands. Like, her stands have such a hatred and animosity towards Cardi, Megan, Lotto, whoever else, right? And what I really beg the question of, especially to her stands, why do y'all hate those girls so much and y'all don't know them? Y'all ain't never interacted with them. They don't pay your bills, but you might pay their bills, but they damn sure don't pay your bills. They don't know your name. If they put some of y'all crazy people in a lineup, they couldn't even point y'all out and be like, oh, I don't know who that person is. That's the other thing about standship that I just, like, that's why I've refused for a very long time to say that I was a stan of Beyonce, because I was like, do you want to say that you're a Beyonce stan? Because if you do, then I feel like, honestly, my personal opinion, when you say that you a stan of somebody, I just feel like stan is one of those crazy people who do dumb shit behind their quote unquote favorites. I can never like somebody nearly enough to get into a social media beef with somebody, make a stand page, a page that's solely dedicated to that person. Again, I love Beyonce, but I ain't finna make no shit about that. Then I also saw that Nicki stands were getting into it with Miss Tina. Like, what the hell is going on? It's just, I really think that lady needs to sit down and get on somebody's couch and figure out what the real root of her issues are. I really need her to do that because it also kind of feels like you take great pleasure in seeing others hurt, others downfall. Like, it's just weird to me. It's weird to me. So this is coming to us from All Hip Hop right here. So it says Tina Knowles rejects accusations of dissing Nicki Minaj over Jay-Z drama. It says here Tina Knowles addressed backlash after Nicki Minaj fans accused her of throwing shade during the rapper's feud with Jay-Z and Roc Nation. It says Tina Knowles shut down speculations that she threw shade at Nicki Minaj after a recent Instagram post was interpreted as a jab amid Minaj's ongoing feud with Jay-Z and Roc Nation. The drama kicked off when Knowles shared a fan-made video celebrating her bond with her daughter Beyonce. The original caption included a line that read, "Good morning. It feels good to wake up knowing my faves didn't lose their minds like some people. Y'all have a great day. Remember to ignore the ignorance, as Miss Tina Knowles would say." That sentence lit up Minaj's loyal fan base, the Barbs, who took it as a sly dig aimed at the rapper following her recent tirade against Jay-Z and Roc Nation. That's exactly what that shit is. It is a fucking tirade. Barbs quickly swarmed Knowles' Instagram comments, accusing her of taking sides in the escalating tension between Minaj and Jay-Z. The backlash prompted Knowles to revise the caption and issue a public statement denying any hidden meaning. She says, quote, "Please stop being messy and dragging me into something I don't have anything to do with," Knowles wrote. Quote, "I reposted this because it was talking about our relationship. It had nothing to do with anyone other than me and Beyonce. You guys should be ashamed." And they absolutely should. They absolutely should be ashamed. Like, again, I'm going to ask the question. I just don't, again, maybe it's because I'm of a certain age and I just, me growing up, I didn't have social media. So, and then this also goes to those pseudo relationships that you guys form in your heads. Like I said, that Nicki Minaj just sit on somebody's couch. Some of her fans need to sit on people's couches because it's just, it doesn't make a lick of sense to me. And then going back to her one more time, Nicki, let it go with Megan. Megan is over there living her life, doing what she doing, right? That girl got brand deal after brand deal after brand deal. The girl was just on that show Love Island. Whereas, and here's the thing, I like Nicki Minaj, but I don't keep up with her like that. Hell, I don't even really keep up with Megan like that. But I know what Megan is doing because it's all over social media. Whereas with Nicki, anytime I see her on social media, it's always something negative. It ain't never anything positive. The last positive thing that I saw on social media for Nicki was last year with her tour. And I'm like, are you working on some new music? Like, are you doing some acting? Are you, like, what are you doing? What are you doing in that basement of yours? Like, touch some grass. I want you to touch grass. It's going to be okay. Leave Megan alone. Here's my thing. When it comes down to somebody that I don't fuck with, if it comes down to people that I don't rock with, I don't fuck with, I don't like them, I don't let them have space in my head. Like, I don't give them the opportunity and the freedom to run rampant in my fucking brain. I don't think about you. I do what I do. Worry about me, worry about my family, worry about my friends, and that's it. I don't think about nobody fucking else. But for some odd reason, like, why again? Why are you? And then you gotta be watching this case closely with Megan and that man that is suing her. You gotta be watching it closely to make that stupid ass post. And yes, I said it was a stupid ass post, right? Then this thing with you and Jay-Z. Like I said, when it comes down to money, if you feel he owes you between 100 and 200 million dollars, instead of taking it to social media, to X, aka Twitter, instead of doing some shit like that, why don't you take it to the courtroom? Get you an attorney. Have your attorney file a lawsuit against him, kind of like what that young man is doing against Jay-Z up there in New York. That's saying that Jay-Z is his daddy. Do something like that. File a lawsuit. Let the courts do their thing. Let the courts make the decision on if Jay-Z owes you some money or if he don't. And if the courts say he don't owe you no money, then he doesn't owe you any money. If the courts say he owes you money, then he owes you money. But for you to just bring it to social media, it is helpless. It don't do shit for you. It's just the rantings and ravings of someone who, again, needs to go through the legal system to get said money. That's all I gotta say. Nicki, I want better for you. I really want better for you. And then to her fans, leave people alone. If y'all felt like Tina was attacking Nicki, Nicki was attacking. Nicki came at her son-in-law. Y'all don't defend y'all families. If y'all don't defend y'all, I mean, the same way that y'all go up for Nicki, y'all don't think other people like Tina won't go up for the people that she loves? Like, y'all are weirdos, straight weirdos. But that's all I got, you guys. Yeah, we're at 17 minutes, so I don't want to go, like I said, with They Come the Fool, I definitely don't want to go over 30 minutes, and I figured this would be a small story that we could talk about. But yeah, you guys, please, with this video, with the, what I'm thinking about with this video, I know for a fact when it comes to the premiere, this will be subscribers only. Only subscribers can comment in this video. As far as the comment section, I'm debating if I'm going to leave the comments on or if I'm going to turn the comments off. Because before I even came out here to do this video, I was watching Ashley's What It Is video, and I even saw that Ashley posted on her community tab that somebody came at her. Because yeah, so I'm not going to say the person's name on YouTube, but the person put this to Ashley. It says, "Take the nigga to court." I guess that's what Ashley said, take that nigga to court, which I agree with her. Take the nigga to court. But then that person comes back and says, "But when Drake took legal steps, y'all called him a punk because this is rap." And then they told Ashley, "Girl, shut the fuck up." Let me address that real quick, and then we're going to hop off of here. And I'm gonna read it one more time. Because it's a quote. It says, because it's Ashley, said, "Take that nigga to court." Nicki Minaj is talking about $100 million to $200 million. Instead of her coming her ass down here to social media, ranting and raving like a crazy person, take the nigga to court. Take that nigga to court. And like I said, let the courts decide. Does Jay-Z owe her money or doesn't he? If he doesn't, it's a done deal. She can shut the fuck up. If he owes her money, she can get her money and shut the fuck up. And then for them to mention, but when Drake took legal steps, y'all called him a punk. There is a big distinction between Nicki Minaj and Drake. Drake took Kendrick to court after starting a rap beef with Kendrick. Drake lost a rap beef. Drake accused his label of this ain't even got nothing to do with money with the label. These are two different situations. Nicki Minaj is talking about money. Drake had hurt feelings that he lost a rap beef. There's a difference between those two. Drake's is a civil issue. Nicki's is a civil issue as well. But Nicki's involves monetary, monetary loss or gains. Drake's, well, again, he felt, I guess you would say, defamed by, he felt like the label was putting Kendrick above him, so to speak, right? And I'm paraphrasing. There's a big difference. One is asking for money. One was, again, in their feelings because they lost a fucking rap beef. But that's all I got, you guys. Please, please, in the comment section, if I keep the comments on, y'all, please be respectful. If you're not respectful, I'll just block and delete. Period, point blank. That's all I got to say. We don't do this every week. Well, we kind of do this every week. But let's wrap this up, you guys. So let's get into the blogs. Will be next. So as always, you guys, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves and wash your hands. Be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, you guys, I was doing my live for the Real Housewives of Orange County, and I forgot to mention something that we got to do this weekend. Y'all know today is Friday, and it's July 11th. You guys know that Medea's Destination Wedding came out today, so I'm gonna watch that sometime, and then we will do a review for the Destination Wedding. I don't know if it's gonna be a pre-recorded. It'll be a pre-recorded because I don't want to go live to discuss it. But hey, that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next ones. Again, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.